Good afternoon and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. It's so weird, guys. It doesn't feel like Sunday because, like, when I was out at the store yesterday and stuff like that, I don't know. It's just like, or was it Friday? Friday was, I don't know why. It's just like this. For some reason, this weekend to me has just felt like longer. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it feels like today is not actually Sunday. But I didn't wake up super early today. I went to bed like at a decent hour last night. I didn't wake up super early, but I did only get 4 hours of sleep the night before, so I was still up at like about 10 o'clock or so today, and I went to bed last night at, I think I fell asleep at like 1 o'clock, so I have to take just a real quick shower, and it is just about midnight right now. I stayed up watching the women's hockey. The U.S. ended up winning. So I was super into the Olympics this year. Not last year, but 2 years ago, the last Olympics, the Summer Olympics. I was like into it and I watched some of it, but I felt like after the first, like the opening ceremonies in that first weekend, I really didn't watch that much anymore. I think I watched like the basketball and like a couple of other things that I did want to really watch. And the thing is too is that NBC, they had this really, like, they had this app that was like for the Olympics. And I downloaded it and it was awesome. And it told me like, oh, such and such game's going to be on. And like you could follow, you know, and it was like really easy to use. And then this year I re-downloaded it because I deleted it. And I re-downloaded it this year and it was like different. And it doesn't like tell you completely like everything, and like you can get notifications but not the same way as the other one, and it's just, it seems like kind of confusing to me and not as easy to use as the one that they had. It's the same one but they like upgraded it and changed it, and now you can not only follow, because like it was just specifically for the Olympics, and now it's also for like the like any sports, I think, like just because they broadcast a lot of them, but like you can follow just sports teams and stuff like that. Like if I want to follow the Chicago Bears or, you know, the Chicago Blackhawks or whatever, like I can follow them as well, and like on their app, kind of like an ESPN, which I already have anyway. But ESPN really doesn't give you like information about the Olympics. So like I said, I downloaded this and it again doesn't seem to work as well, and like I can't figure out the notification system, and I'm like, well, I want to be notified about this, and like it doesn't really tell me, like, I don't know, like sometimes it'll be like, oh, such and such is starting, but it's not actually aired on TV, whereas like I could find out when it was actually being aired, or if it wasn't, like when it was going to be, but it tells me like the start time, and I think it's the like South Korean start time of the event. I don't know, but I'm like, okay, this isn't on, and like sometimes I'll go and check and I'll be like, oh, how many medals do we have or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, we won a medal in this, and then it doesn't get broadcasted until like later on that night or something like that, so I already ruined the result, you know, or something like that. Or even to the other, yesterday morning, I checked to see the men's ice hockey, and because I saw something on Snapchat that said like that they weren't going to qualify, and I was like, oh, did I miss it? So I went to go check, and they were like, oh yeah, they already played and they lost, and I was like, oh shoot. And then I was watching on the NBC, and they were like, oh, we're going to be broadcasting the men's hockey, you know, the men's U.S. hockey game was going to be on later that night, and I was like, well, I already know what happens, I already know they lost, and so it was kind of like a bummer, but yeah, like, so I've kind of, and I've done that a couple times now where I've ended up spoiling what I thought, you know, I missed or something like that, and I didn't, so yeah, and I feel like they do an okay job of like letting you know, and they also too have a channel that's like just for the Olympics that like you could find out when things are being broadcasted and stuff like that. But I just switch between channel 5 and then the NBCSN, which is NBC, and then I just switch between those two. So like sometimes they'll tell me like, I knew that the women's hockey was going to be on, and they also had the pairs figure skating, and I know that they normally broadcast it like in the afternoons when more people can watch it, or you know, on the weekends they'll just kind of have whatever on. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I haven't been in love with this app that they have. So I was like, I think Team USA has an app as well, which I was thinking about downloading. But the only thing is that I kind of like, in some situations, especially because the U.S. hasn't qualified for all of them. If it's a sport that I still kind of wanted to watch or something like that, I haven't even really been able to catch it, or, you know, even to, you know, because I'll root for then, like, Poland or something like that, because my dad's Polish, so we'll, like, root for Poland, or even to, there was another one that there was no U.S. players in, and Germany, I think maybe it was bobsledding or something like that, but, I'm not sure if the U.S. qualified or they did or didn't or something like that, but, you know, I was just, like, rooting for them, and so, you know, there was, like, a couple instances where, you know, again, if the U.S. isn't making it, I'm rooting for somebody else just because, you know, I'm trying to pick somebody in a window. I like some sports, but again, there's other ones, too, that, like I said, the U.S. just hasn't qualified for or something like that, like, I forgot what one of the other ones were, but, yeah, like I said, I think the bobsled and the men's biathlon, I think, too. There was no men from the U.S. that were in there that at least I saw. So, yeah, those are a couple of them. But I just, like I said, I just want to know even, too, if I'm like, oh, I want to watch, you know, curling or something like that, or I want to watch hockey, or, you know, and figure out who's on when and stuff like that, and I can't figure out, you know, when I can watch anything, or even just to, again, like I said, with the hockey thing, like, I didn't know it was going to be on last night, and it was, and I you know, found out the score before I was able to watch it, so I'm a little frustrated about that, but yeah, I can't figure out. I don't like that they updated it and made it into this new kind of like NBC Sports, you know, app, whereas before it was like just NBC Olympics. And I like that because it was easy for me to follow what I wanted to watch and what I didn't want to watch. Now, you know, it's got a hybrid of like sports and Olympics, and it's a little confusing. So, yeah, I watched I stayed up to watch the hockey, and like I said, the women won, so they're moving on to the Olympic, or the gold match, which is going to be either against Russia or Canada, who is playing later tonight. So I'm going to take a shower, though, not stay up to watch that. But, yeah, I'm hopefully getting to bed earlier tonight, and should be able to get to bed earlier, and then hopefully wake up earlier, because, again, I was up at an okay time for only getting 4 hours of sleep last night, but hopefully I'm starting to break the habit and getting to bed earlier, going to bed earlier, and maybe that will start. I watched the Olympics for most of the day today, but me and Matthew also, we ran out to Target because he wanted to get his girlfriend, they're celebrating actually Valentine's Day today because Matthew had to work on Valentine's Day, and they wanted to go see the Black Panther movie, so I think that's where they are actually right now. And then they're going to be back, and he got her a really soft, and I was actually kind of upset I didn't buy myself one, because it's like a really nice gray, like plush, what's it called, like blanket, like the red one that I have that was my grandma's blanket, and, it's like, it was super nice, and it was on clearance for $20, and it was like, I think like 30% off or something like that. But it was like super nice, and I was like kind of upset that I didn't buy myself one, because I have got kind of the blue and white theme going on in here, but then my desk is gray, so I kind of got like a little bit of gray, and I was thinking about doing gray for my bedding because I kind of liked how it went, versus I'd either, or else if I don't go with gray, I'd either do black, which I'm not totally sure I want to do black, or else I'd end up having to do or else doing white. And I have my bed frames white, like I have a lot of white in my room already, and so I was kind of thinking about doing gray to kind of maybe try and tie in the color of my desk a little bit more. And then too, because I have like accents of like chrome kind of, so I feel like a like grayish color might kind of help maybe tie in those chrome colors a little bit too. And the hardware on my desk is all chrome. I was thinking maybe I should go back and get one because there were only 2 left. So Matthew got one, and then they had a couple green ones. But, yeah, just because I really like a throw, and I really like one that matches too, because I have got 2 green ones, and I've got a like bluish colored one that really isn't a blue that matches, and then I have the red one for my grandma that's a super soft one. And like I said, the gray one was super soft, and now I'm debating if I want to go and actually pick up the other one that was there at Target. But we ended up going there, and he also got her a new wallet as well. Which I also too, while we were there, I'd never ever looked in Walmart or at Target's section in their like their purses and stuff like that and wallets, and I found where they have all their clearance jewelry, because for the longest time sometimes they would just have like the jewelry marked in the jewelry section on clearance, but they actually have a section of jewelry that's on clearance, and they had sunglasses and like all kinds of other like accessories and stuff like that, and they weren't super cheap at Target, but they were like a decent price. And so I was like, I've really been wanting to get like more pendant necklaces, because I really like wearing them, and I like the longer necklaces. I don't like short necklaces very much. And so I was, they had a bunch of them on clearance, but they still weren't like super cheap. They were like $8, which again isn't really expensive, but I want to kind of get a couple and again mix and match. And if they were like $5, I'd maybe get like 4 or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. And so, yeah, I'm happy though that I found the clearance section, and they had some sunglasses too. They were like nice sunglasses for like clearance on like $5, $8 sunglasses. So I broke one of my pairs of sunglasses a couple of years ago, and then I have a pair of pink ones that are like really big sunglasses, and I don't like them because they're like half of my face. And then the other ones I have that are plain black ones, actually I wonder if those ones broke too. Oh no, I see them. They're in my drawer. I don't like those either, because the hinges on them are like really, like they stick out, and so they always like press into the side of my face, and they're like not very comfortable to actually wear. So even if I find a pair for $5, I'd get them and just again have like an extra pair that I can wear more often than what I have, because like I said, the pink ones are nice, but I really only wear it if I'm going to wear something pink, and I don't have a lot of summer pink clothes. I really like black. I can just wear them with anything, and so that's why the one pair of black sunglasses I love, I'd had for like years, honestly, guys. And they were like $20 pair of sunglasses from like Walgreens or something like that, and I had them for years, literally. I mean, it was like probably my first pair of like sunglasses I ever remember getting that were like I actually picked out. Like, they weren't like my mom was like, oh, here, Kayla, I got you some cute little heart sunglasses or something like that. Like, when I was little, I actually picked them out myself. The first ever pair, and I got so mad because I put them in my purse, and I put them in my aunt's house. We went over there for like a holiday or something like that. I put them on the bed. Somehow they ended up getting smushed in my purse, and I was like devastated. They were so comfortable. They fit well. They were like, again, I dropped them. They were so durable, but then somehow they got smushed in my purse and got ruined, and I was so sad. So, yeah, I was happy I found that, and I might go back maybe next weekend and maybe take a look to see if they have anything that I might actually want, and try and figure out what I might want. But now that I know they have them there and at a reasonable price, I might go ahead and look. But I was a little upset too, because I did walk through the shoe section and didn't see anything on clearance, which normally they have really good shoe clearance at Target. I keep saying Walmart. And I couldn't find any today, so I was also a little upset about that, which I really don't know that I need shoes, but I mean, we always need shoes. Come on, guys, seriously, you always need shoes, right? But there wasn't like any that I was like, I need sandals. That is the one thing I need, because the puppies tore through my only pair of sandals that I had, so I didn't wear sandals at all last year. I have like one pair of flip-flops, but they're like that cheapy pair of flip-flops I think I got on clearance for like $2. But I don't have any other like sandals or flip-flops or anything like that. So I'm a little bit upset about that, and I should keep my eye out. I mean, I don't really think they'd have them like out now, but that's where I got the one pair. They were $5, I think, on clearance at Target, and again, they lasted me like a good 3 or so years until the puppies got a hold of them, and then they were garbage. So yeah, I also had a pair of like lacy kind of Toms, but not Tom brand. They were just like the Target brand Toms. And then also a pair of like gym shoe flats, kind of. They look like gym shoe, kind of, but they're like flats, kind of, sort of. And or like sneakers, I guess. And so those were really cute. And again, I think I got them on clearance maybe again for like $8 or something like that, both pairs. And I've again had those for a really long time. But I don't know why over this past summer though, I didn't really wear a whole lot of like, again, I didn't wear sandals. I didn't really wear any flats or anything like that. Like I didn't dress up really at all this summer. I was pretty much in like workout clothes all summer and wore gym shoes. So yeah, I kind of don't want to do that again this summer. I want to wear some nice summer clothes. But yeah, me and Matthew were also talking about going to Plato's Closet or Goodwill, because that's where his girlfriend goes to find all her clothes, and she is always looking like so good. I told him, I was like, your girlfriend has probably the best style I've ever seen. He's like, she gets all her clothes like at Goodwill and like Plato's Closet. And I was like, I need to go there because I have no money and I really want some good clothes. And like, you know, I like Target's clearance. They will have some good stuff, and I like Target's quality of clothing. And like the one thing that I do need that I should probably just spend money on at Target is just like leggings and also tank tops, which I still need. I know I've been saying that for like a really long time, but I really need to get some new tank tops, and I also need to get some new leggings as well. So that's something I'm going to have to not splurge on, but just spend some money on at Target. And, you know, again, maybe some new outfits, which, like, I don't know, I just feel like this winter I've been wearing the same things, like, almost every single, like, I'm rotating them, like, every 2 weeks I'm wearing the same clothes, which is fine, because I guess it isn't that big of a deal, but I don't know, I just, like, I feel like I need maybe a little bit more variety to my clothing. I don't know, guys. I'm rambling on about clothes. So I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today, so make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.